How's it going there, guys? Welcome to the Weeb Lounge, another mining video update. And I didn't think I could get this worn out just building together two mining rigs. And yeah, I'm either out of shape, fat, or both. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. It's both. It's definitely both. All right, well, today I've been working on building a couple of rigs, and just a little side thing. This is an old card. This is a GTX 260. Okay, this thing, I don't know when it came out. I don't care when it came out. Basically, this has been sitting in a closet forever. And anytime I build a rig and I need like a reference video card to kind of measure where the bars and everything go for this thing to rest on and stuff, I use this thing. I don't know if it works. I don't care if it works. It's a piece of crap, and it's just, yeah, it's ancient technology as far as we're concerned at this point. But as you can tell, I've been a little reliant on EVGA for a really long time. I always stick with them guys just because of that warranty that they offer, and never had a problem. Anytime I have to send in a card or anything to EVGA, I got to give them props. It's always worked out good. But basically, I built two more rigs, and I've been reconfiguring everything. I got everything turned off right now. Well, not mining anyways, but just to try to get the sound down a little bit so the videos have a lot less to it, you know. I even turned the AC unit off here just to try to alleviate some of the noise, but without turning off everything, that's just how it is. Well, first things first, the water cooling system. Now, you might notice that there's come rainbow stupid fans on this thing. I really want to get different fans for it, but I had them. It's less money for me to spend. It looks okay, I guess. Maybe a little on the stupid side, but whatever. I don't have to front the money to buy new fans. But if it turns out I need higher RPMs or something, I'll get what I can get. They're easily replaced. Now, you would think a week later after my last video, I would have at least some of this done, right? Or the whole rig done. And well, they're not. Okay, I got everything wired up properly and good to go for when I put the actual water blocks on, but I ran into a little snag. It's always the little things, isn't it? It's always the little things. I ran out of stupid alcohol wipes. Okay, I need these to clean off the GPUs properly, so when I reapply thermal pads, thermal paste, and everything, it's nice and clean and it's done proper. And I only had a couple of these left, so I couldn't really start working on it. Obviously, they came in today, just not long ago, so I can start working on it. Maybe the weekend that this video goes up, I might be working on that at some point, hopefully, if I have time. In all honesty, I'm not in a hurry to do it because everything, finally, after months and months, everything right now is running stable. I don't have rigs randomly rebooting. I don't have cards causing issues. Everything is finally tweaked in terms of temperatures and everything under control. And I achieved this by building some bastard rigs. All right, well, I ordered two new rigs, and these are what I just built. Okay, this one, it's put together, but nothing actually running on it, obviously. This rig, along with this guy over here underneath, they replaced my 6-slot rigs. These old guys here, these things you can tell are all torn apart and everything. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of 8 rigs down here. And those are basically my problem child cards, okay? If I have a problem with the card, thermal throttling or whatever, they're going to go in those. And I purposely bought the 8 rig to put 4 cards in. Now that sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, the idea is simply to give more spacing, okay? Because, you know, these problem child cards, yeah, they run hot, they run weird, they run stupid. But typically it's because it's the temperatures and there's another card right next to it, and all the temperatures kind of leak on each other. Now, this one here is a 3080 that just, for whatever reason, you know, the thermal pads are replaced, everything should be running good. This guy, the temperatures will run really good, but it's like a silicon lottery loss. It just will not clock up very high. And if it does get a little hotter than what it currently is, sitting next to another card, you know, in close proximity, it starts to actually crash rigs. So I got it over here by itself, nice and cool, everything's good. This one, okay, for lack of better terms, this one's an asshole. It really is. Okay, this one is a Zotac 3090, like OC Trinity, whatever the hell. And I hate this cart. I redid the thermal pads in this thing 3 times. Okay, couldn't get the temperatures down. And I thought, you know what? I got an idea. You see this big old ass thing on the back here? That is a massive freaking heat sink. It's got thermal tape on the back, properly mounted, nice and flat. And oh my god, when this thing's running full tilt, even touching this can almost burn you. When I had it in one of the other rigs. Sitting here by himself with this on it, the temperatures are actually pretty cold. So basically, it seemed like this guy can't handle company. Like most of these cards up here, you know, if you have one sit next to the other, yes, it creates a bundle of heat, and you kind of have to manage that, but most cards handle it just fine. But for whatever reason, it's almost as if this card took all the heat around it and was like, nom, 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 I'm going to go to 110 degrees Celsius and fry my brain. Okay, there's better and easier ways to fry your brain if you're really looking to do it. I ain't going to go into any explanations there, but this thing was stupid. Okay, that's why I have this rig and the one under there. At most, they're going to hold 4 cards each, and I'm kind of thankful because I got 12 slot motherboards in here, right? Kind of defeats the purpose, I know. But I wanted to make sure I had these in case something that comes up or whatever, and I'll have an extra 12 slot here. I can expand on it, move things, have options, and I like that. But unfortunately, this motherboard version sucks. Okay, the ones I have in all these, it has all the PCI slots, but it doesn't have the extra row of them here. Like this extra row down here instead are like the little USB plugs, and those work fine. This is an older revision, and no matter what I do to the BIOS, it will not recognize most of those PCI Express slots. I know the top 2 here, these 2 guys, it won't recognize them. This guy right here won't recognize it. So those 3 right there are out of bounds. Why, I don't know. And I've gone through the BIOS options, I've set everything properly, and believe me, I gotta look at the ceiling when I say this. Believe me, okay? I know the BIOS options, I know what to set, I know how to do it proper, and this thing just ain't proper. So this motherboard in particular, the one with actual PCIe little plugs or whatever, avoid this one like the plague, okay? Both of mine ended up doing that. Maybe I'm just unlucky, don't know, but I certainly will never buy that motherboard type again. Thankfully, they're just for these little bastard rigs. I can live with them. It's fine. Got 2 problem childs. I do have a couple more. One in particular, this MSI guy runs a little on the hot side, but perfect if I spread it out someplace else. So that will probably go into either there or over there somewhere. Man, but all the work that I've put into this, like, as it stands right now, if I just turn everything on to let it mine, it mines flawlessly without any problems, no crashes. Everything's running almost to perfect spec, right? And that's the main goal, is trying to get every ounce that you can out of these video cards. I mean, you pay big money for these things now. And with the market the way it is, I mean, recently it took a nosedive. Hopefully it goes back up, but that doesn't really mean the price of video cards are going to go back down, because remember a few videos ago where I was like, you know, there's going to be another mining renaissance. You know, we might have like this next wave of craziness and everything. I think I might end up being true. Because by now I actually expected mining profits to go down a little bit, to start trickling down. And instead they stabilized, and they stabilized in kind of a high fashion. Completely unexpected. And I've found that these video cards are not, you know, I use NiceHash, so it keeps switching algorithms and everything, depending on what what's most profitable to mine. And a lot of the times, these guys are not mining Ethereum. They're doing something else for the higher profit. So I think the market's going to be well on its way to jump out of Ethereum and into something else. Okay, that's some speculation on my part. Don't know, but hopefully that's the case, because So far, these guys are doing pretty good, except for that guy with the big old block on the back. I mean, I spent like 15 bucks on that block and the thermal tape and everything. It does the job, it does work, but my God, I should not have to do that. But I did do that to another car too, and it's going to be really hard to see. Let me see if I can get this down in here just a little bit. You might see a couple of heat sinks kind of floating around in there, right? I took some smaller heat sinks and I put it on the back of this Asus Tough Edition 3090. And because that guy always wanted to run hot, right? So I did that, got the temps down a little bit, but it's also one of those where if I put a card right here and this thing starts leaching heat, it might start to throttle again. I don't know. So basically I have, let's see, I got that MSI one, and I think I have one other card around here somewhere that I can't remember that is doing a little bit of thermal throttling. Very minimal. Very, very minimal. Or it just could be a silicone lottery loss. I think, if I remember, let's see, let's write this in. Let's see, 7th position, this guy right here. This guy is running a little on the meh side, okay? So I got 2 of them that basically I'm losing 5 hash rate on each because silicone lottery or whatever. Who cares? You know, because I'll be water cooling that, I'll be getting that bumped up. Temperatures will be good there, rearrange a little bit more, take that MSI one, put it down, because I know that MSI one can clock higher. I've had it clocking higher, and will be optimal. Everything will be cool, and I can sit back and relax for once everything is done. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. I know I'm going over time a little bit, but, you know, hey, it's my video. I can go as long as I want. I don't care, right? Oh, man. So the plan is get this guy finished up, take the MSI one, I might throw it into that one just so I have the rig running and I can add and subtract it when needed. These guys will be stabilized really, really soon, and then once that's all done, I have to start trying to dig up more cards. That's the goal. We keep expanding, we keep going. But the thing is, I don't have room for a super large amount of cards left. We got 4 here, 2 there, so there's 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we have room for 9 more cards. That's going to be our absolute cap. We can't go past that because, for one, that thing will explode. I've got a 100 amp box right here and everything, and with what we're running here, I think I'm running about 58, 59 amps, somewhere in there. So you got to keep that 20% threshold. You don't want to go using up all 100 amps. 80 amps at most to be safe. So those 9 cards will probably make up that little bit of difference. Oh, more stuff to come, and once I get all that done, maybe I can start prettying up this dungeon. I mean, this is the Weeb Lounge. You know, where's all the anime stuff, right? I need more anime stuff other than my random poster that's about to fall down again. Oh, I'm going to have to get out the Gorilla Glue or the Gorilla Tape or something, because this does not want to stay there. Sora no Toshimono. Sora no Toshimono. Heaven's Lost Property. Good anime, ecky as hell. Watch it. Who cares? We'll see you in the next video.